It is the strongest, most effective, durable, non-stick ceramic on the market today. It is the next revolution in evolution, and we have a 6-piece set. Check out the savings tonight. It's absolutely brand new today. 4 gorgeous colors. So if you're really gonna redo your kitchen, redo your cooking experience, I would highly recommend sticking around to see that. Now, this is the very first item I ever bought from Chef Ming Tsai when I was on with him. I thought, boy, is this brilliant. If you've got a plug, you're cooking more accurately and quicker and faster than ever before with the induction burner. I've used this in my RV. I've got it in our old boat. I take it with me everywhere I go because it works so well and it's so accurate. It's coming up. They even knew it's my favorite. That's why it's in the show. And we're $100 off tonight. That's the lowest price we've ever done on that famous induction burner. Now, you'll see that because up next, you'll see our today's special being used on it. And here's our last look. Well, you know, PBS star and acclaimed Chef Ming Tsai joins us tonight, and this is your last chance and the very last look at a wildly popular today's special. What is it all about? Well, it's all about the brilliance of what Chef does, which is make great products that make our life easier in the kitchen, but let's really take it to another level, unheard of before. In fact, no one's ever done anything even close to this before. He has created a beautiful pan with an amazing lid with a built-in thermometer that takes a normal pan, this pan, and converts it into an oven on your stovetop. But yes, it's safe for the dishwasher. Yes, it's safe to go in the traditional oven. But now you've got an oven on your stovetop through this very, very unique and special design. We are at the last look of it though, and unfortunately, the pewter is still out here, but it is now sold out. We've sold over 10,000 today, and we only have a couple thousand going into this presentation. What happens at midnight, and that's only, what, 2 hours away, the price is going to jump completely all the way up to $89.95. But right now, you're getting a beautiful pan with a gorgeous concept, $49.95. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the lid off right here. By the way, that color's completely sold out. We're down to 3 colors. We have the gold, we have the beautiful copper bronze down below, and we have the race car red, which is the color I have at home. All right, but I want you to see this. If I just came out here and said, look, check out this pan. Let's say I'm gonna give as a gift to you, okay? And I said, I want you to see this. Let me put that down right there. All right, look, and I held it up, and I brought it into your house, and I said, I'm gonna give this to you as a gift. You would be like, oh my gosh, she must have went to one of those really nice specialty kitchen shops and spent a fortune. And then you're like, oh, thank you. And then, oh wait, let me explain. This is ceramic. It's the most durable and the best nonstick Chef has ever created. It's the most durable and best on the market of ceramic. You'd be like, oh, are you kidding me? I can even use metal utensils. And I handed this to you. You would never know I spent $49.95. You would easily think you put a 1 in front of that. All right, well, let's make it even more brilliant. I'm not done. Then I say, hey, by the way, it's now an oven on your stovetop. And then you just go, okay, mine below, that's it, I'm done. It's so cool. You're gonna see Chef do everything from, yeah, we're gonna bake in it, sure, we're gonna steam in it, but he's gonna actually stovetop smoke in this. Because you can. That's what makes us so exciting. We've got FlexPay right now. We have our lowest price we'll ever do. And now we're down to the final 3 colors. So again, we've got the ruby red, we have that beautiful pewter, or no, we have the beautiful gold and the copper bronze remaining. So Chef, really, how did you figure this one out? There's never been a pan like this.
So the best is just to show you how I use it, right? And you went through this, I'm gonna repeat it though. Yes. Technilon Plus on steroids, which is the Technilon Plus Midnight Steel, which means you can use metal utensils. So when you sear an oven roasted classic steak, this is a nice thick steak, right? Look at that great color first I get on this steak. So this just proves how great this Technilon Plus coating is, right? It conducts heat so nicely, right? Wow. Look at those. So, if I was at home or in a restaurant, you would flip the steak and I would put it into the oven, 350-degree oven, right? Roast it for 8 minutes, let it rest, slice, you're done. Well, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's take it to the oven. Boom. Because of the thermometer, I'm gonna wait to see it hit 350. Now it's going to roast here. Crazy. Then I pull the steak, I'll let them rest, slice them, and then of course I'll make my sauce. That's good. So it's awesome for that. The smoking.
So everybody stop what you're doing.
And this is probably one of my favorite things
so cool.
ever, right? So here we have fantastic smoke chips. This is oak, right? You don't need any soaking. You just add about that much, what is that, a tablespoon?
Oh, just a teeny bit.
Right?
Yeah. And these are for
it
indoor use.
starts to smoke like that inside. I put foil down. Why? Because I have this beautiful salmon. And by putting the foil down, when the salmon drips this awesome fat, it won't hit the chips and put it out, right? So you want to make sure you have that. I need, let's grab this, yeah. There we go. Oh, right in front of me. Perfect. So this is we're gonna let this go. 250 is a perfect smoking temp. And here, Suzanne, is a brie that I'm going to smoke.
And again, same concept.
Same concept.
Now, Matt, really quickly, how many of the oak chips do we have left? I know. Oh, okay, we have 90 left. So if you want to get these are designed for indoor smoking. And here's what'll amaze you. Please stay with us. You've got to see when the salmon comes back out.
Look at this smoke. You can see this smoke gather.
But you don't see it seeping out.
Oh, it doesn't seep out at all. But you can see it gathered because this is airtight. It's not pressure cooker airtight, but it's airtight just to show when there's a little leak.
There's the smoke.
Look at that. That's all. But here it stays in. And then slowly, and 250 is the perfect hot smoking temperature.
And you really wouldn't know that by the dial on your stove. Of
course not.
So with a thermometer there, you now know exactly where you need to be.
We have this amazing induction burners that actually has temperature, but most people at home don't. So when you do a cake, you can of course bake a cake in the oven. If you have a lot of fruit like pineapple or blueberries, you can do it slowly on the stovetop, right? And I just want to show you what this can look like.
You want a hand?
Yeah.
You're running out of room. He's like,
yeah, I'm good. All right, there we go.
Watch this.
Right,
oh, hello.
There's an orange cake.
Wow.
Still steaming. Still
That's gorgeous.
Hot. Isn't that
and
great?
that actually went into a traditional oven.
That goes into, we started here to get a nice color on it. You could go nice and slow, but with cakes, you want to make sure the heat, because it does take 5 minutes to get the temp once you put the thing on. Okay. So if you have a cake, in the oven's just as good, right? Because these go to 550 degrees.
Right, I mean, and these are perfectly oven safe. So if you want to do the traditional method, you can with this, which is great.
And here is just a great dish we've come up with. This was pork that we just coated with tons of herbs and spices, 1 acorn squash, 1 smoked tomato, and talk about such a simple, easy dish. And the reason it's got so dark in color, that's the smoke. That comes from the smoke, which I love.
Gosh, and it smells so good.
So moving on, let's talk about quantity. These pans can take, look how much is there. And you see how this isn't flush? This bone, if we had a traditional cover, flat, you wouldn't be able to cover it.
Sure, right.
So that's why we have the dome lid. Plus
so this did not go in the oven, you did the whole thing stovetop.
This is all here. We seared it here, we add the liquid.
That's amazing.
You can do rice, but this is just the most delicious mojo pork. Oh, baby, look at that.
And you're cooking up a big storm there.
Oh my God,
that feeds a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, this is gonna feed your entire U.S. Olympic team. How about Team USA?
How about women's hockey? Come on,
women's hockey's out. How about I haven't slept more than 4 hours a night for 2 weeks?
How about the curling team? Come on.
Oh my gosh, Schuster, baby.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna try out for the curling because you can drink beer and curl.
I just can't do the splits.
That's my kind of Olympic sport.
I can't do the splits like they do. I'm always like, oh, that looks like that hurts.
Look how much quantity of food came out, and this is the most delicious pork. Look at this pork.
It's so moist and it's delicious.
Oh my God, it just comes right off. Right?
You know, I didn't mention too, guys. You get a rack inside here. The rack is, we have a V rack that's available, but you get a standard flat rack, and that really allows you if you want to put a roast up or if you want to steam inside here, you can use that.
A whole chicken and, I mean, a whole duck. So here we have just showing that, of course, you can use it as a traditional saute pan or wok, right? So here we have just a little bit of oil. I have scrambled eggs, which you've seen me do before, right? And yes, with a fork, just mix it around. This will cook the eggs nice and quickly.
Here's what I thought was funny when Chef did this last hour. I noticed he didn't even think about grabbing something else, like getting, you know, a silicone utensil. He just kept going with the same fork he was using.
Absolutely.
Because you don't really have to baby it anymore. That's so exciting about this new nonstick.
And I love this pan because now I can make actually a healthier fried rice. So what I'm doing is putting all these great raw veg, zucchini, squash, carrots, bell peppers, and we always have leftover rice here, right? This is our house rice, brown and white, like that. And what's going to happen now is we're going to take this and we're going to then just season it up and cover And the vegetables are gonna start cooking. The vegetables are gonna start exuding moisture. That hits the pan, that steams, and that then cooks and heats the rice up.
It's funny because I've seen you do fried rice a million times.
Right.
Never have I seen you put a lid on and walk away.
And walk away.
Yeah, that is really cool, yeah.
All right, here. Oh, I love this one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now that's huge.
So, this is when you do have to have the extender. Unfortunately, it is sold out. But if you didn't have the extender, you could still do this. It would be like that in the oven. This was done in the oven.
Okay,
right?
Right.
Yes, but with the extender is great because it actually, with the cover when we did it, it helped keep it moist.
So if you did get it, there's a tip for you. You can actually do a huge prime rib, right?
Right. I mean, huge. Look
that
at the size of it.
Massive.
Right? I mean,
oh my goodness. Can you pick it up?
Come to mama. All right. But I love this rack. So this rack keeps the prime rib up, keeps the air so it goes below, and then of course these veg that we have below, oh my God, this may be even better than the prime rib itself because these veg got cooked in the oven with all the prime rib juices.
Oh my gosh.
Cooking it. So, I mean, literally that might even be better than the prime rib.
Your company's fighting over that stuff.
Yeah. You have a large knife over there, guys?
Now, the V-Rack is available. You do get a flat rack included with our today's special. And you get 6 recipes, by the way. But the V-Rack, we do have, I know we don't have a lot left, though. Gosh, yeah, we have 175 left in the V-Rack, which is how we did the roast. But you do get the flat rack to go with it.
Oh, baby.
That's gorgeous.
Look
Crazy
at this.
Gorgeous.
Look at that. Hello. I think that, sir, your steak is ready. Ma'am, your steak is ready.
Why, thank you.
I mean, that's so beautiful. And that's $100 in the restaurant.
Oh, my gosh.
So if you actually bought these yourself, and let's say you were 3 people, each got one of those, and technically that's $300 in a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
But with this pan you did it, it would only cost you maybe $60 if you bought it.
Yeah.
Plus this at 50, so 110 or 300.
Yeah.
But the difference is one you just get fat, and the other one you get a pan.
And you keep using it over and over again.
And you get to use the pan
really
again,
good.
right?
Hey, Matt, do me a favor. What's now the most limited? I know the pewter's completely gone. Oh, that beautiful gold. Wow. Okay, the gold, we have 450 left. In the red, which is always the #1 bestseller, we've got a little bit more than that, but I'll tell you, not that much. And then finally, the last color that's available is the perennial favorite, which is the copper bronze. What makes this exciting? The outside is better than ever. That hammered look gives us this charming, almost rustic, think Provence, France kind of look to it. It's so beautiful, and yet it's wildly durable. And the inside is the brand new midnight steel. This is now the strongest, most durable, most versatile ceramic nonstick on the market. And Chef is bringing to us brand new in the hammered collection. You get the very unique lid that now makes this an oven on your stove top, so you don't have to heat up your stove anymore. And if you have anybody, that foodie in your life, that home chef, someone who's getting married, moving out to their first apartment, highly recommend. This is going to be such a go-to. Because understand, if you just picked it up for the pot itself, just for the silhouette of the pan, that could serve as potato salad. You could serve with this. You can cook with it. You can put cold inside here. You can serve a beautiful salad inside here. That is a gorgeous piece. You'll be proud to have it on your stovetop, and even more proud serving it on the table. Now it becomes that incredible versatile workhorse. I am so excited about this pan. It's really different.
And by the way, we can go prime rib, you can go cake, you can do steak, you can go super healthy with a steamed. We had tons of different veg. We actually steamed it in lemongrass.
Oh, neat.
Because lemongrass gives you flavor, because water has no flavor. So why not flavor your water? This, we literally added no fat, no salt, no pepper, no nothing. And right before I'm gonna eat it, I would take a whole lemon and juice it everywhere.
That's nice.
You eat this, you'll never die, right?
That's good stuff.
It's a guarantee. Okay, maybe it's not guaranteed.
Maybe not, but you know, close.
And then, of course, this is fantastic.
This is sheer capacity right here.
This is just beautiful penne, pasta, and cream. And we're just gonna do this, but I wanna give it a quick flip. And you can see the cocon. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. That crustiness on the bottom of the pan, and just a little bit more, right? Not sticking. And again, to your point, I don't care, I'm using metal. Again, don't go in here and scrape it to prove, oh, I damaged my pan. Congratulations, you did. No, just be gentle with it, right? But look at this quantity. quantity.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of food for a pan that doesn't really look that big.
But Chef, I kind of want you to stop right here. I want you guys to look at this. When was the last time you made a really sticky mac and cheese? What happened? You put the pan, your traditional pan, in the sink, and the next morning you woke up and the first thing you had to look at was a dirty pan that you had to scrub. Look what happened.
As opposed to that.
I mean, a really sticky meal right here. He literally, Chef, you just wiped it out. That's it. You don't have to fight with your pans anymore. You can enjoy going in the kitchen because you know what? You're not going to hate the cleanup. You don't mind cooking really more complicated recipe, the ooey or gooey stuff, because you don't mind the cleanup. It changes everything. It even changes your attitude about approaching cooking. If you say, oh, I hate to cook, you know, it's not you hate to cook, you've got bad pans. Try Chef's Tonight. I think this is the perfect way to jump into his collection. I think it's a wonderful way to absolutely try the most effective non-stick ceramic on the market today. It is brand new launching in this, on today's show while Chef's here. It's so exciting to have this, and then to have such a brilliant pan that actually can be a smoker. You can saute in this. You can bake in this. I mean, the variety of things you can do is shocking. Yeah, you can wok stir.
And so here's my, I mean, look how healthy this fried rice looks, right? You can see the veg. The veg still have a little bite to them. And the pan, we've been saying it, is so beautiful. Serve it like that. You know, I will dump it out because I just want to show you how nothing sticks, and I mean nothing. This is fried rice, but absolutely, if I was at home, I would absolutely be served. I mean, literally. Oh, totally. Nothing sticks. I mean, there's 2 pieces of rice.
Why do you want to clean up another platter if you don't have to? Serve out of the darn thing. Because it looks gorgeous. Okay, we've only got about, what, 9, 10 minutes, 8 minutes to go, and then we're wrapping this up. This is your last chance. At midnight tonight, the price will go up to the full price, which is going to be, what, $89? So right now, we're under $50. That's just remarkable for a brand new, gorgeous 12-inch pan, let alone the fact you've got this great stovetop oven technology because of the way the lids performs and the way it acts with the pan, or it works with the pan. So here's your chance. We've got 3 colors left. We've got the beautiful red. We have the gorgeous gold, which I think is so pretty. And I love the copper bronze. They're all 3 such winners. We bring in more of those because they're always more popular than the other colors. But remember, this is your last chance to be able to get it at a really remarkable savings. Chef, what did you make there?
So here, again, the same smoking. We had these brined ribs, and we just smoked them and cooked them all the way through. And by the way, this smoke is so good. If you actually use the perforated rack and thin slices of flank steak and go really slow, jerky. You can make your own beef jerky. Smoked beef jerky. Absolutely, so right? I mean, how good is that?
What temperature would you put it on the stovetop?
Oh, I would go really, I would go like 120.
And you know how you know
really
it?
Dehydrate.
Because the thermometer is on the lid.
Right,
you don't have to guess.
Right?
Yeah, there's no guessing, which is great.
And smoked ribs are the cat's meow, bar none, right? And look how many ribs came out of that.
Beautiful.
I mean, unbelievable. All right, are my steaks good? Check this out. Remember the steaks we started with, Suzanne?
Yeah.
So again, I want to remind people, we seared them, we flipped them, we threw them into the oven, which was this, and then they're resting, right?
Gosh.
So check out how beautiful these steaks will come out after you let them rest. And it's important to let them rest. You see how that little bit of juice comes out? That's important because what you end up with is this perfectly, look at that. That is a perfect medium steak.
Wow.
One color all the way through, right? Let's do the second one here. This steak's a little bit thicker, so this probably be just a touch rare, which I like because not everyone eats the same doneness at a table, right? Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, that almost looks just the same, right? And let's not forget this fantastic shiitake. This is shiitake. I'm gonna add 1 pat of butter. You don't have to, but I like that because that just gives this sauce a little bit of viscosity. Again, you don't have to do that, but then when you do that and you use it, there's your shiitake onion sauce for your steak.
There's Chef, another thing somebody might be asking at home. They say, hey, it's a 12-inch, it's got helper handles. It's not really heavy, which is wonderful.
This is nothing.
I can hold it up with my fingertips, even with the lid on. So if you've got a lot of really heavy pans and you just hate kind of picking them up and getting them on the stove, and again, you're hesitant to cook because it's, you know, just difficult. Look at that. Yeah, you get a pinky.
Yeah, and by the way, this is not a new pan. This is the pan I just used to cook the steak.
It looks totally brand new.
Like brand new, right? I mean, there's nothing. And that's steak. That's caramelized steak. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite dish.
So good.
Bar none tonight. Look at that smoked salmon, right? I mean, unbelievable. We have any greens here, guys? I'll just put them on the...
Gosh, that's beautiful.
Oh, God, I'm going to try to do both of these at once.
I'm going to grab a fork.
Can't do that.
While you're doing that.
All right. Oh, my God, it's so hot. So delicious. Oh. Get the scallions. Get them all. But you really have to get in here and try it because it is so unctuous. I'm just going to cut this open so you guys can see.
I'm going to take a bite down here.
What the inside of this salmon looks like.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that, right? Wow. It is so deliciously still moist. And how's that smoke?
Chef, it's so good. And you know, we were saying this earlier, my husband does a lot of smoking in a big, outdoor grilling thing, and it's too smoky.
Right.
This is so delicious. It's a delicate, beautiful, smoky flavor.
And 9 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
And speaking of delicious smoke, look at this thing.
Yep.
This is our brie.
That is so good.
Look how good this looks.
I could eat that all day long.
Boom. And there's our brie. But wait, watch this. Okay, come to mama. Oh, yeah. Look at that ooey gooiness. Yeah, I'll give you a little piece.
You know, and Chef, smoked flavor is so good. It's so delicious. But there's no way, thank you, Chef, I would not go out and do all the things you got to do to get smoking going on my husband's grill. I would never do it in a million years. It's too complicated. It's too hard. I have no idea what to do. This, you sprinkled the smoked chips in, put foil on top, put the rack in there that's already included, and then you put the brie on top of it. And you get a better smoked flavor than even your husband can do in the grill. This is amazing.
Especially if you only have a wife at home.
That is true.
That is true.
Yeah. You can smoke, girls. Yay.
And this is what's so good with this extender ring, although we're sold out of them, so I won't talk too much about it. But you can do a whole chicken.
Wow.
Right? And to your point, you're mentioning how great this rack is. So here's the rack. And then underneath, I put all of this fantastic veg. And this veg cooked by all the fantastic chicken fat that came down. So these veg are going to be just as delicious as the actual chicken, right?
Look at all just slides out.
Oh my God, it all slides out.
Ooh, that looks so good. That's such a rustic meal. Like it looks like that rustic cooking.
Absolutely, and it's so good for you, right? I mean, no, you didn't have to add any creams or butters or fats. And just break down your chicken, put it in the big old
you just let the chicken fat flavor the veggies, right?
And bring on.
Wow. All right, Chef, we're going to say hi to Donna in New York. Hi, Donna. You're on with Chef Ming Tsai. Welcome to HSN.
Hey, Donna.
Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Ming. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I spoke to you about 2 months ago, or maybe a little more. I don't remember now, but I was ordering your square pan in purple, and I just wanted to know why you didn't make this in purple.
Oh, you know what? That's a Joy Mangano question. I'm going to ask her about that for you, Donna.
Sorry about that.
Because she loves purple. That actually is her color.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. And I even told you that if it comes in purple, I'd buy it.
Okay. Well, we're going to sell you some sunglasses.
Oh, she got the gold.
You got the gold.
You know what? And I'm glad the gold and purple look gorgeous together.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Colors, right?
I was going to say, that sounds
absolutely.
Yes, this gold is gorgeous. I had to have it, and I don't need it. I got a million pans and pots and pans.
You know what? But this is a game changer, Donna, because it does things that none of your other pans could ever do.
Right. You can't smoke in any of your other pans, right, Donna? So
yeah, well, I don't know if I would do that. I'm not crazy about smoked flavors things.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I never tried real smoked. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donna, I'm not a big fan of it either, but this is so subtle and so delicious. I think I would highly encourage you to at least try it one time. Maybe on some salmon or something. Yeah, because it's, and I'm not a big heavy smoke fan either, but I love this.
Yeah. And I think that regardless if you don't like smoke, you're going to also have some just great results, like searing a steak and finishing in the oven, things like that.
Right. Okay. So Donna, thank you. Great chatting with you. We'd love to hear from you, by the way. Come have fun with us. The wood chips are completely sold out. Okay. So remember, these are wood chips for indoor smoking. So if you're going to try to find some elsewhere, because you can do it with this, you just make sure you get wood chips for indoor smoking. Correct?
Right. Exactly.
Just a little effort, but those are now officially gone. My V-Rack is very limited. I do want to mention, Chef has created a book specifically going back to the stovetop oven, and it is more than 100 pages. The recipes are amazing. Everything from apps, breakfast, dinner, lunch is all included inside here. Things, again, you'll go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize a pan like this could do it. You can. Very inventive ideas inside here, too.
Thank you.
I love the book.
I mean,
it turned
look,
out really great.
And by the way, every cookbook is not gospel. It's hopefully to inspire you. So if you see one of them recipes and you want to add cilantro and jalapenos because that's in your culture, you want to add curry because that's in your culture, go for it. You're cooking then.
Yeah, that's right.
I want you to cook. This should just be a base for inspiration and add your own stuff. Don't follow it verbatim. That's boring, honestly. Add stuff to it because you know what you like. Some like spicy, some like salty, some like acidic. So do that. Okay. Steamer, just a simple rack, which comes with it. Here, same thing. We had flavored water. This is water with now tea leaves. Cool. Steaming dim sum. These are all frozen dim sum. And again, notice that if we had a flat lid, we wouldn't be able to do it, which is why it's so great to have the dome.
That's great.
Right?
And then when you put your specific dome lid on there, it's very much capturing the heat and the steam in a different way than a normal lid would.
Absolutely, and because it has time to envelop itself, and this will become within seconds completely steamed in.
Right.
And then of course you can tell, although steam, you can tell how hot it is, but the temperature there is a double reading of what you have going on.
Sure, absolutely.
All right, I think we're done. We've cooked everything in the entire world.
We've got 10 more minutes to go.
Oh, we do?
No, I'm kidding. We don't.
Okay.
The staff and him, he just almost had a heart attack. He's
That's
like,
okay.
oh, we have absolutely no more food to cook.
I can make stuff up.
I know you can.
Just give me a whole pig or something. Hopefully not alive.
So wait, just in review really quickly. We did the mac and cheese. We did a beautiful steamed chicken and veggies. You did a huge prime rib. There's the stir fry. Here's the pork. This is smoked, right? Your pork chop smoked. You did the chicken and veggies. Smoked the brie. Smoked the salmon, cooked the big thick steaks, all of that, and did the dim sum, all in the exact same really unique pan. We've now sold 11,200. We're down to 3 colors. We have the gold, we have the red, and of course we have that beautiful copper bronze. Just please remember, because I know we're busy, at midnight the price is going to jump dramatically. Yep. Now we'll sell a lot of these even tomorrow if we have some left, but everyone's going to spend $89 to do that. Okay, so Chef, remember we aired this last hour.
Yes, we did.
It is the prettiest 8-quart stock pot I've ever seen in my life. This is one you're proud to show off and serve from. We're down to just the gold. That's it. And we have 90 left. So there's just one more quick look. That's the 8-quart hammered stock pot with the brand new interior in this as well. Coming up, stay with us. We have my favorite infrared burner and also, or excuse me, induction burner, thank you. And also a cooking set. Stay with us.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Welcome to Moon Palace Cancun. My family and I are having the vacation of a lifetime, and you can too with an exclusive offer from HSN and Palace Resorts. For a limited time, book an all-inclusive stay at Moon Palace Cancun or Moon Palace Jamaica, and you'll earn HSN spendable cash. You also receive resort credit, plus kids and teens stay free. Live the Palace life. Head to hsn.com, search Moon Palace, and you can enter our sweepstakes to win your own dream vacation.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
this is an exciting day. It always is so wonderful, and I'm really honored to be able to work with PBS star and acclaimed chef, Chef Ming Tsai. And isn't it a great show? It's been so much fun. Well, tonight, and actually earlier today, he launched a brand new hammered cookware collection. You probably saw it in the Today's Special, which I'm gonna hang on to here and show you how well it matches back to this. But now, we're gonna completely transform your kitchen. We're gonna completely transform your cooking experience. And this is his huge and wonderful 6-piece hammered non-stick, the latest in non-stick. It's called Midnight Steel Non-Stick Interior Collection. You actually get 3 of the absolute workhorses. So if you picked up the Today's Special, and maybe you're gonna do a wedding gift, maybe you've got a son or daughter moving to their first apartment, maybe you're tired of your old rickety pans and you wanna get rid of them and start brand new, here's what I want you to start with, and then grab the Today's Special, and I would also recommend what's left in that 8-quart stock pot, because then you're done. That's basically every silhouette you need in the kitchen to cook almost everything. So what are you getting in this set? Well, you're gonna get 3 pans. You're gonna get the 9.5-inch fry pan, which is here. You get the big guy, the 11-inch fry pan, and then down below you're gonna get the 2¼ quart saucepan with the lid to go with that as well. So that is all included. Also, you get a lid to go with the 9.5-inch fry pan. Your choices are the 4 core choices. And I was telling Chef a moment ago, I said the colors are just amazing. They're so beautiful. Now, if you're like me and you have the original race car red, they did a red to match back to it. So if you've got the original pans and now you want to move up to this hammered finish with the brand new superior nonstick, here you go. We have the gorgeous gold, which, can you imagine gold pans in your kitchen? How pretty will that be? It's like jewelry. Then you have, of course, the pewter silver, which again is stunning, stunning. I think if you don't know what to get a color for someone in their kitchen, this is perfect. To me, this is very Provence, France. When you think of old ware, or like old world cookware, that is the copper bronze, beautiful. And then of course we have the ruby red as your last option. And you get recipe cards to go along with it, so he's gonna get you cooking right out of the gate. All right, Chef, you ready? Let's go. What are you cooking?
I'm so ready. Cooking everything. I have garlic shrimp going with my surf and turf. That would be the surf. So here we just have some fantastic shrimp, garlic and butter. Hit it with a little white wine, nice. And just cover it. This is where the cover is great, because shrimp is expensive and you don't want to overcook it. So give it a mix and watch it. Once shrimp get nice and pink and firm, they're good to go.
So Chef, why did you pick these 3 silhouettes?
They're the 3 best sizes you need for a starter kit or an upgraded kit, right? If you have a wok or the Today's Special, this augment it. This 11-inch, fantastic, right? You mentioned that. I mean, look at that crust. That crust happens because of the Technilon Plus Midnight Steel. I mean, look at that. That is so awesome. And then I like the 11-inch, it's the workhorse, because I have so much room. I can now add these just diced up red onions, because I love onions and mushrooms with my steak. So now we're just gonna surround it with mushroom and let the steak juice and fat help cook my onions and mushrooms, right? I mean, it's all about melding flavors together.
Chef, if I was to walk into one of your professional kitchens, what would be the most used pans in a professional kitchen?
Professional kitchen would probably be a size this.
Yeah, the 9.
Because you're cooking one at a time. You're cooking 1 order usually, or sometimes 2 orders, because you're not cooking 10 at once. But can I just show you this? This is Chilean sea bass, salt and pepper, no oil, no fat.
Now everybody would think, oh my goodness, that is going to get stuck on the bottom of this pan.
But watch.
You're going to tear the fish. Look at that.
They already, nothing sticks.
That's crazy.
And that was no oil, and they already move around. It's crazy.
That's
I mean,
great.
this is, look how wet it is. I mean, this is just fresh Chilean sea bass, but nothing sticks. It's crazy. I've never seen a pan like that.
Well, and again, this is a brand new nonstick interior. Let's talk about that, because it's the next evolution in your nonstick.
I've only done ceramic coating. So, 4 years ago, I introduced Technilon Plus with Joy, and we're like, that's great, but I like metal utensils. I like not just scrape, but I like using it because it's so much easier to grab stuff with metal. Right. So, like, is there any way we can make the first nonstick coating that's good enough and strong enough and dense enough for metal utensils? And the answer is yes.
Midnight Steel.
Midnight Steel.
Yeah.
It's not only beautiful, but it does take metal utensils, and because it's so dense, the densest coating in the world, it helps conduct the heat that will get you a steak, beautiful, crunchy, crispy like this is from end to end, right?
Yeah, of course. And again, I think, you know, there's nothing worse than cooking a beautiful meal and then waking up the next morning and you're facing pans that you got to scrub and scrub and scrub to get them clean.
Hate that.
Those days are over right now. You should never have to scrub a pan again. You know what I love too, Chef? No prepping the pan.
Right.
There's a lot of cookware out there, very expensive cookware, where you have to prep it before you even use it, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It
you just
takes
season
longer.
it in the oven. And
Sure.
So
or you
this
got to preheat it before
Yeah.
you put anything in it. This, stick it on the stove, have at it.
Look
the
at
shrimp
that.
look great.
This is garlic butter shrimp.
Oh my.
And a lot of it.
Yeah.
Out of this little pan.
That's surprising because this
Right?
pan's not that big.
Oh, it's not that big. Look how
Yeah.
much is there, right? I love that. And then here, just to show you, right? Nothing sticks. Not only inside, the Technicolon Plus is also on the outside because this beauty of this pan, you want to keep it beautiful.
Right.
So there you go.
And you guys, I think that's what really is key to this. In fact, the original race car red is the color that I have, which is actually this color in Chef's pans in my house. And I love looking at it. I actually have, it's a big wok style, and I have it stored up a little bit higher. And I look up and I just think, what pretty jewelry for my kitchen. But when then I go to work with it, again, this was the original nonstick, and mine's still going strong. I appreciate how versatile the pans are. I appreciate how durable the pans are. I appreciate that I don't have to dread the cleanup anymore. Stop what you're doing now. Cooking should be fun, and I know, Chef, part of your goal in life, and I'm sure as you get older, it really is even more important to you, is to give people the tools to bring real cooking into their lives and make it easy.
You hit it on the head, Suzanne. My whole goal to Simply Ming collection is to level the playing field. I get all the great tools. All of us chefs get the great tools, the great equipment and whatnot. Level that, get you the same stuff, so at least you have a fighting chance to cook to our level, right? So if you have the right pans, that's step one. Step two is, you said it, can you do food simply, maybe with less fat, but more importantly, clean up? Because we all hate cleanup. So if you can do it and just wipe it like we did, and you can go and do it again and do it again, you're going to cook more. And just for the record, if you make this steak and shrimp dish for 4 people, and you buy this at a grocery store, and you bought this pots and pan set, you're still gonna be $100 to $200 less than if you went to a restaurant.
Right,
So
and
you
at
get
a restaurant, you eat it once, and it's done.
And you don't
when
have
you
the
do
pan.
this at home, you get to keep the pans and they keep on working for you. Hey, I want to point out the price savings tonight because this is a big deal. This is brand new for our visit. It is a special spring price. We're $100 off the HSN price. Remember, the spring prices are for a limited time, so this will go to $199.95, and it is worth every last penny because it'll revolutionize how you cook, what you cook, and when and why you cook. I think a lot of us avoid cooking for a ton of reasons. The pans are too heavy, they're too bulky, they're not nonstick, or the nonstick is completely ruined. They ruin your food because it's too hard to work with. They're just too heavy to actually put on the stovetop. What Chef has done is he's eliminated all the reasons why we're not passionate about cooking, and he makes it fun and he makes it effortless. So you know what I think you do, Chef, so well for me, is I will experiment with new styles of cooking that I would never in a million years do with any other cookware, simply because I know I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it's effortless.
And my goal, again, is to get you all cooking at home. Still come to our restaurants. We like you dining in our restaurants, but cook at home. There's nothing more satisfying. And I say this all the time, and I'm not getting woo-woo, but this country needs us to get back to the dinner table. If we all take the time like I used to in Dayton, Ohio, when I grew up at 5:30, the 4 of us sat down to dinner, we discussed politics, we discussed who we're dating or not dating, we discussed everything in the grades, how come you're not getting straight A+. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Mom. But everything was done at the dinner table.
Well, you turned out okay, Chef.
Okay. But it's on the dinner table. Right. And even negotiations. No one negotiates, including world power as well, when you're hangry. Get to the table. Cook good food. I mean, this is our spiralized butternut squash, which is going to be the
Can I ask you a question? Hey, Matt, is the spiralizer back in stock? Do we have a couple left? I have to tell you, it is now one of the items from you I use the most in my kitchen.
It's so
again,
fun, right?
before Thanksgiving, I made a commitment to totally change my eating style. This is I could literally, without sorry chef,
no worries.
I could be on the air and give you a good 20 minutes on that spiralizer. It is so darn brilliant. It's electric. You do not hand crank. You don't do any of this crazy stuff at all. You put the veggie in there, and I'm big on zucchini zoodles now, and literally hit a button and it all spiralizes perfect for you. I beyond 300% recommend that spiralizer. It's the best one I have ever used. And I've seen a lot of spiralizers. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, well,
I do,
sure.
Chef. I can't tell you. I use that almost every other day because for lunch, I make a really big but extremely healthy vegetable with a little bit of ground turkey lunch for myself. That's kind of my big meal of the day.
Right.
And that spiralizer, I swear, it's amazing. Sorry, it's not even out here, but I love it.
I mean, I'm glad.
It is. I use it that much.
I mean,
it's insane.
You just did 20 minutes, so well done.
I did, thank you. So it's back. I didn't even realize it was back in stock. Shoot, I should have gotten it in the show. But it's back in stock, and please get that. So if you see the spiralized, what'd you do? This was
butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Yeah, that's how we did it. He did it with the electronic spiralizer.
Right.
Sorry
so
about
here,
that.
in this same pan that I just did the Chilean sea bass, look how crispy that got.
That's gorgeous.
Right?
Wow.
I put 2 chicken breasts in, and the chicken breasts, again, no oil.
Yeah.
Just to prove that, and this will get super duper crispy, right? So now here we have our shrimp. We're gonna lay the pile of these butternut squash. This had the mushrooms and the caramelized onions, right?
Oh.
And this is what we cooked the steak in. And then we have our fantastic steak that we're just gonna lay on top.
Wait, but you know what's really funny? Look at what Chef didn't show you. Everything slipped out. He didn't even wipe this out yet. Can you guys see this? This is all caramelized. It's caramelized, you can tell. Look at that. There's literally nothing in the pan. It looks completely 100% new, and he didn't even bother wiping it out yet. That's wild, Chef.
Isn't that crazy?
This new nonstick is so impressive.
And look at this beautiful steak.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is a surf and turf for royalty.
That's a great meal. That's a great
meal. And that will feed 4 people. So quickly, if I went to the grocery store to buy that, even the highest quality meat, all in is maybe $60.
Yeah.
Add the pots and pans, it's called 100, that's $160. You get this for 4, you're $220 minimum in a restaurant.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
So you do that and you get to keep your pots and pans.
And they don't hand you 3 pots and pans.
Right, exactly.
When you leave the restaurant. Oh, here, by the way, take the pans with you. These are great. And their pans will be a lot less effective than this. All right, so let me give you a quick update. Matt, let's do colors, if you will. We're super, super busy. And, you know, this is the time where if you've got a wedding coming up, start that couple off right, man. What a great, thoughtful gift. Because they go in, they'll cook at home together, they'll start their life together at that kitchen table talking, hopefully raise the kids together at the table. But it all starts with the pots and pans that you have because you want to make that experience the very best you can. We're going to start off the top with the red. In the ruby red, we have 400 left. That's it. Wow, that's almost gone. In the pewter, that's the second color. There are only 200 left in the pewter. Then I got to tell you, I love this new gold. There are 500 left in the gold. And then if you love that classic, almost French cooking look, that copper look, I have 690 left in the copper. So all across the board, these are limited. But think about this. If you've got ratty old pans, maybe the handles are all like rickety. Maybe the rivets are all coming loose. Maybe your non-stick is completely peeling off. Just take a moment tonight and use our FlexPay. For $20, try the most advanced ceramic nonstick the chef has ever launched here at HSN. I believe it'll very quickly be a customer pick. Metal utensil safe. You can throw it in the dishwasher. By the way, these are all oven safe. We haven't talked about that.
They're complete oven safe up to 550 degrees.
That's great.
You're making a scallop succotash. So Debo scallops with some beans. It's just, I mean, it's the best part about cooking. You grab what you have around. These are fresh, wet scallops. Of course they don't stick.
Right, which is crazy.
Nothing's gonna stick, right? And by the way, this is the chicken breast that I put in with no oil, no fat.
Oh.
Look at that. It's like
you put absolutely no oil in it. You did not put any butter in there either?
Nothing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because chicken has its own fat, right?
Wow.
Crispy, ready to go.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's really great.
This will take.
Don't forget, you're getting 2 lids to go with it. The lid that covers the 2 1/4 quart and also the 9-inch fry pan. Plus, you get the 11-inch pan. We got a wrap this one up. Just stay right there on the lines. If you can go to .com, that's the way to get the color before those are sold out. By the way, I just want to show you too, look how gorgeous this is. Back to the 8-quart stock pot. This is pretty. We got a couple left in that. And then, I think even more importantly, before the day's done, look at it back to the today's special. So if you really want to start yourself off right, get new pots and pans, or share them with somebody, this is today's special. This is your 3-piece, 6-piece set. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so we're going to wrap up on that. Let me give you a quick little update on our today's special. We have 3 colors left, that's it. Every other color is completely sold out. We have the red, we have the gold, we got the copper bronze. This is a wonderful way to try Chef's Line. If you've been watching and you're like, oh man, that looks so good. Yes, I do want a better time in the kitchen. I want to have more fun. I don't want to have soaking pots and pans in my sink every morning when I wake up after I've tried to cook. This is where I want you to start. I really do. The price is absolutely incredible. The nonstick is better than ever. The hammered exterior is brand new today. This pan is everything and then some. And believe it or not, if you missed the presentation, you can grill, it can go into the oven, but what's really cool, it becomes a oven on your stove top because of the unique lid with a thermometer. You can smoke inside this pan, which is the first. We've never offered a pan across all brands that can do what this pan can do. And of course, you get that beautiful dome lid to go with it. So that is still available, but unfortunately at midnight, it's gonna go way up. I think it goes to what, $89 at midnight? Really, you want to spend more just because you wait a little bit? If you get it now, we got you covered. But at midnight, I promise you that price will jump up and you'll lose the flex pay. All right, here's the final item. It happens to be the very first item I ever bought from Chef's Line. And obviously, I'm a big advocate of Chef's products. In fact, I have the black, but I actually have the original model, which was a lower wattage. And what's really interesting, even though I have the original model that has fewer features, I still absolutely love this induction burner. And my husband, who's really picky, he couldn't believe how great it works. Well, tonight we have the red, we have the black. This is the most powerful. And listen to this. We have now matched the lowest price we've ever offered. You can cook anywhere as long as you've got an electric outlet to plug it into. And that's what makes this so special. But there's a lot more than that. And of course, tonight we're $100 off. Lowest price we've ever done. 4 flex pays. You get recipes to go along with it. And you've seen Chef all night long on every single table that we're cooking on. You have used your induction burner.
Yes.
What do you love most about it?
They're so perfectly hot, cold, and warm. Meaning you can control it by 5-degree increments. There is no stovetop that you can actually control. But for those that may not know what induction is, can I show you and explain the technology? So here's a burner, ice cold, pan is ice cold, right? I'm gonna hit max sear, and I'm gonna add cold water. So by turning it on, what happens? When you turn on a light switch, the electricity goes to the wire, the light bulb goes on. Well, in this induction burner are 2 copper coils. So when you turn it on, something called AC, alternating current, passes through the 2 copper coils. That creates a magnetic energy, and there's something called resistance, which is this. So the molecules bang each other and heat up instantly. How fast? This is already steaming. That was 7-second steam. Probably another 8 seconds, you're gonna see bubbles, as you're seeing here now. And then with 10 more seconds, it's gonna be boiling.
Crazy.
Because it heats up everywhere. Now, the genius of induction is I can put my fingers, obviously the pan's hot because the pan's gonna be boiling, but everything around it does not heat because I don't have any metal besides my wedding ring that could actually conduct electricity. And now, this is already boiling.
Look, it's boiling, you
right?
guys.
That's boiling, but watch this. Go ahead, touch that.
Isn't that crazy?
Touch that.
Oh my gosh.
It's like cool, right? I mean, if you boil water for an hour, that glass will eventually heat up.
Yeah.
But at this moment, so if you have children, right, it's the most amazing burner to have because
well, also
you
think about
literally can't
your
burn
stovetop.
yourself.
You crank up your stovetop. It doesn't heat up things that fast. And guess what happens? You got to wait for it to completely cool down so it heats up your whole kitchen. With this, and Chef, you didn't, when you take this off, it immediately starts to cool down. It's not 45 minutes later and finally the stovetop's cooled down. This cools down within seconds.
And one, you have the original.
Yeah.
The other advantage of this newer one besides being higher wattage, is just that. You pull it off, it starts to blink. When you put it back on, it goes again. The original, when you pull it up, you have to push a button again.
You had to reset it.
And I designed that because when I cook with induction, the pan leaves because I'm flipping my food.
Oh, sure.
And then I had to put it down and re-push a button. I'm like, come on, guys, this is a pain. Let's make it so that it give me a 4 or 5 second window. So food, I put it back down. And
that's a huge upgrade along with the power. My wattage is lower than this. This is the most powerful wattage that we offer. You know what I love too, Chef, is this to me is my portable stovetop. It's also my extra stovetop. For example, we've got a very old Airstream. It's a 1960 something or rather, and I don't even have a stove in it. Guess what I take when we travel? I put this in it, I cook everything on it. Also, we're nuts about really old stuff. We have a really, really old boat, and again, I don't have a stove in it. In fact, I had him rip the stove out because it took up too much room. Do you know why I had him rip it out? Because I knew I had your induction burner.
No, that's
it's honest to goodness truth. You don't need a stovetop when you've got an induction burner. All you need is a plug, and now you're cooking more efficiently and more accurately than you've ever done before anywhere.
Correct.
And I think that's amazing.
So I want to show you, this is the best demo that really explains how this induction works. So this is a cold pan. This whole thing is cold. So we're going to
wait, and notice it says off, so it's
off, right?
Tricks here.
So we're going to do max sear. I'm going to use 2 thermal guns, right? Same guns. They both start in the 70s. So where Tracy's hand is, she herself you're 80, but next to you is still 70, but the pan now is already at 240. Right, and again, look where her fingernail is. It's still 74 there.
Is within centimeters of that pan.
You feel no heat.
No heat at all.
The pan's at 340 now, and her finger, her index finger here, is 77. Right, so she's not a cyborg. She doesn't conduct. She won't heat up. We're at 400 now, and just to really prove this point all the way, here's a piece of Americana. So the cheese is at 68 degrees, right? And then here, of course, the pan is already at 320. You can see the cheese starting to smoke. Okay. The cheese is smoking. This part of the cheese is still 71 degrees. And then, of course, it comes off, but that's because of the non-stick. But again, you can put your hand right there.
Right.
So you have children, you have anyone that's cooking, and use a gas halogen, especially the electric ones. You touch that, and 5 minutes after, you're still going to burn yourself.
You get a huge blister.
So the safety of it is great, and it's so efficient.
Do me a favor, Chef, take us through. We have 8 minutes to go. Do you know we've already sold 700 of these? Lowest price we've ever done. We matched our lowest price. We have 4 flex space. Guys, I'm telling you, get this one at home. You will be amazed how often you use it. Really, you'll love it. And you will not have to heat up your stovetop. Imagine you may say, well, I only cook for me and my husband or just myself. Forget the stovetop. I literally have ripped out 2 stoves out of 2 vehicles, I guess, a boat and an RV, because it was useless. I didn't need it because all I use is this. That's all I use. Chef, can you show them all the controls in the front?
Absolutely.
Because that's really brilliant.
So here we have, obviously we have the on-off, right? So we have 6 pre-programmed. So low is 100 degrees, goes all the way to max sear, which is over 550. And then plus and minus, up and down 5 degrees. There's also, this is programmable, and this is one of the most genius things about this, is this can be your sous chef. So imagine, you can program that I want it to turn on to max sear in 45 minutes. So let's say you had 2 of them, and you had a dinner party, and you had to go shower and do your hair. You have boiling water for your pasta course, but you're going to forget to put that out, so you program it in 45 minutes, go on to max sear, so your water starts to heat up. And here I have my pot of oil, and you want this at exactly 375 degrees, and I want to start heating in 30 minutes. So you can go your shower and you don't forget, because if you forget to boil your water or heat oil at a party, you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, you just look at the water and it takes twice as long. You know that old adage, right?
Exactly.
And I love how light this is.
Yeah.
It's so light and so quiet. The original induction burners, that people may not know, they were large and clunky, had that horrible sound, so you couldn't use them on live TV. And they were $1,000 to $1,200 a piece.
Right.
Plus it took $220. So you had to rewire your kitchen. So all of that makes it so like, okay, I have induction, but it costs you $2,000 to bring it in. here for this price, which is the lowest it's ever been.
It's a
and you
great
plug
price.
it in. And you were talking about glamping, right? You can easily just glamp with it because you just have a DC converter, right?
You can be on a picnic table, and as long as you've got electricity you can plug into, you're cooking on this.
Right. Look at this crust.
Oh.
That's a real
great.
awesome crust on a steak, right?
And again, don't forget what Chef's using right now. That is part of the 6-piece cookware set that Chef offered just a few moments ago. And by the way, explain how we know pans work on induction.
You just take your kitchen magnet that says Disney World or I love Vegas, and if it sticks to the pan, it's induction ready. So cast iron works. All of my pans work, but aluminum pans do not, because aluminum pans do not conduct.
That's right.
Right?
And don't get aluminum pans anyway, because these are much better.
Yeah, oh my God. There's not even a question.
Yeah. So that's how you can test if your current cookware is going to work on induction. And then if not, just get some Chef Ming pans and you are good to go.
So here's the other thing I love about these burners. You can, like I said, you can control it to any temperature. Ganache. The easiest recipe in the world to do for pastries. It's 50% cream, 50% really good dark chocolate. Okay. That's it. You put it in, and to hold it, 110 is a temperature for chocolate. Because you want chocolate that is this, that is awesome and creamy and dippable. For your pretzels, for example, like that. For your pineapple, for your strawberries, for your bananas, for your fingers. I mean, if this got to 120, the chocolate would burn. You have to throw it away. If it went down to 100, the chocolate would seize. You would have to throw it away. So this will save you money. And then with the point I love, if you have 5, 6-year-olds at a birthday party, you can put this in the middle because they can touch this all day long and no one is ever going to burn themselves.
It's literally cold right here. Cold.
Right.
And the only thing that's hot is what's
And by the way, when they spill chocolate on that, that's okay. It's glass.
Yeah.
Everything cleans up.
You know what's really nice about that too? You don't have a lot of rings, and so stuff doesn't crumbly, stuff doesn't get down into it.
No.
You ever have just like a regular burner system and the stuff always falls down? Just go with this. And again, lowest price we've ever done. I want you to note FlexPay, FlexPay. I mean, that's amazing. On the FlexPay, we're at under $20. Now, please remember, this is your last chance at this price as well. When we get done, it's going to jump, and it's not jumping just $10 or $15. It goes up $100 at midnight tonight. If you've got an event, maybe you cook for your church, maybe you've got a family reunion coming up, maybe you've got the gang that you always have come over and you need an extra stovetop, this is it. If you're like me, it's just me and my husband now, I don't need to heat up my whole stovetop. I just put this out and literally plug it in right beside my stove, and I'd much rather use this. Also, Chef, I know so many women who are candy makers or want to make candy, but they don't because they have to have a thermometer and they got to get the right temperature.
Thermometer. Oh my God, and that's exact. Softball stage and medium ball and hard ball, that's all exact temperatures to the degree.
Exactly.
And pastry chefs love this burner because you can exactly do the degree you want. So here is another great thing. This is at 375.
Okay.
That's the temperature I want for a fryer. Okay. This oil's 375.
And you know what? If it's too low, guess what? It's not going to fry well.
Exactly.
If it's too high, it's going to burn.
It's going to burn. Right. Exactly. So knowing I know what the temperature is, I can take my scallops and my scallions together because I want the scallions to kind of stick to the scallop and the shrimp. And notice how this bubbling and sizzling is everywhere because the pan, being the awesome midnight steel, conducts heat so well, evenly to the edges. And this sizzling, because the induction burner is so great and maintains the heat, it never goes down. If you have a weak burner, and by the way, this is only 1.5 inches of oil. People fill whole stockpots of oil because they don't want the temperature to go down. But we have a great heat source and great burner. We don't need to do that because it is such a pain in the derriere. What do you do with your 2 quarts of hot oil?
Right, so much of it.
It's so much of it. Right. But look how this has already gotten GB
and D.
Southern
fried chicken in this. Right? Hello.
Oh my God.
Well, something else you didn't mention too. I love the size of this. Look at this. How often often do you have on your stovetop 2 little rings and 2 big rings? And they're never quite the right size. Look at this. You could do the smallest little ring in the center, but look at how big this outer ring is. So Chef, that's an important feature too. Because on your stovetop, you might just have little teeny rings and you got big pans.
Right, and you're right, you could use a little pan and you could have too big. As long as your pan can conduct well, this is your burner.
It just, again, it'll change the way you cook. If you travel a lot, if you've got the RV, if you're going places, just grab this. You will, again, you'll reach for this more than you ever thought you would.
And I say this all the time, if you're going to one of those potlucks, everyone's in the kitchen fighting for the burner oven space. You show up with the world's best hostess gift right there. You put your mac and cheese or whatever you have in your other beautiful Today Special hostess gift, and you set it up, you plug it in, you put it on 190 for a simmer, and you go to the bar.
Warm.
And you go to the bar. You don't need to fight all the other people. But look how good that is.
By the way, during the holidays too, because we have Easter coming up, just to use this on the buffet, again, you'll look at it and go, boy, I'm so glad I got that. And again, do not miss out on the savings, because this is we've matched the lowest price we've ever offered today. And again, that's going to change tomorrow, which is right around the corner in an hour. Chef, thank you for a great day.
Thank you, Suzanne.
And Chef Tracy, Chef Eric, thank you guys too.
Awesome.
Always wonderful. Boy, the whole team
and
does
all
such a great job.
Thank you. What a great 24 hours.
Oh, it's been so much fun.
I love it here.
Your next big day here is until June as well. So if you see something you really love, I know you're back for a chef event.
I'm going to do the chef event. I'll be back in a few weeks.
The next big day is going to be in June. So if you see something you love today, go online. You can check it out right there. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
That was so much fun.
All right, guys.
All right, coming up next, Callie's in the wings, right? She's taking over. And of course, you can get the Today Special and all these great, awesome buys up until midnight tonight. So check them out on .com.
Peace and good eating.